Real or fake, the video game industry is ready to burst onto the sports scene.
Reporter Nicholas McGowan has the story.
Video games are growing in popularity as several major companies now broadcast the tournaments, meaning the difference between sports and video games is closer than you might think. Eventual plans to place 35 gamers on scholarship, the University of Utah became the first school in one of the 5 major conferences to introduce a gaming scholarship, essentially placing gamers and traditional athletes on the same field.
I think the debate about esports versus real sports is a fascinating conversation going on. There are a lot of people who say that video games are not sports.
While gaming is gaining traction, the problem is in the build-up to college. Gamers rely on endorsements and participate in monetary tournaments during the year, something they couldn't do if they won a scholarship.
They can't get paid, all right? They can't get sponsorships. They can't do any of that, which is, my interpretation. A lot of what gamers do is they've got external funding to support their playing habits.
The NCAA labels its student athletes as such, amateurs incapable of making a profit and capitalizing on their fame. Yet the public is able to freely bet on any college sporting event.
So we're still maybe, a year or two away from this, but by 18, 19, I wouldn't be surprised if there is more legalized gambling in the U.S.
Now, I currently just played the Nintendo Switch game Quick Draw, which requires players to reenact something you might see in a Western movie. Now, sports gambling might not take on this type of atmosphere, and they'll stick to more traditional platforms such as Xbox, PlayStation, and PCs to play more conventional games such as Overwatch or Dota. While gambling will perhaps try to capitalize on the uptick in video game popularity, the real problem might be that no team is a safe bet.
I think part of the excitement right now of esports is that the games that are currently being competitively played are so competitive in their nature that they allow for the kind of seesaw effect where you don't know who's going to win.
Utah is not the only campus to invest in video games. The University of California at Irvine has its own esports arena, and the Big Ten Network frequently showcases collegiate esports.